had a busy morning. My friend, my good girlfriend, she came by this morning and picked up all of the geraniums that we found for her. I think in total we ended up coming up with like 275 geraniums. She came up on her own with 150 geraniums. We're still on the hunt for more because we need about 500 geraniums. Now, I also this morning, it has been an early morning because I've been cleaning out containers all morning long. And we're going to plant up a indoor arrangement. We are going to make a quick run to the garden center. And I'm going to finish my breakfast here. So important to fuel yourself. So I got a little bit of Chick-fil-A breakfast real quick because I know today I'm going to just be on the run like all day, just trying to get things done. So have some, get in and have some with me. Because I travel for work often, I try to not eat out of like paper when I'm at home. I just love being at home. And so since I travel so much for work, what I try to do is I try to make sure when I'm at home, I'm not eating out of plastic containers. So I guess this is our little mukbang here. The sauce out of here, we should be done real quick. Have my chicken minis here and then a little bit of some tater tots. I probably won't even eat the tater tots, just one or two, because I'm not a real big fan of tater tots. I like smothered potatoes. In our friend group, one of my good girlfriends, she just always tries to negate everything that I say with soil, right? But she actually brought up a good point. And let me tell you a little bit of shade behind this. And it's not like they watched the video. So, honey, anything I say behind your back, I can tell you to your face. So I don't want y'all to think I'm being shady or anything like that. And actually, I just want you all's opinion on it. And they even said, ask the people on the channel. And I want to know what you all think about it. So what she brought up. So one year we were having a discussion about soil. And if you really need to reuse your soil, I will change out soil every blue moon. Sometimes when I have a new container, sometimes I'll go in and start with fresh new soil, and sometimes I will just take soil from other containers and combine it into one. And then the whole refresh or recharge. Well, technically, when we start with new soil, you go in, what do? First thing we do is we add our soil. Second thing we do is we add whatever amendments we're going to be adding into the container. So if you're adding that into the container, is that really a refresh? Think about it. Is that really a refresh, or are you adding the normal amendments that you would add to the soil anyways, right? And just hold on, stay on the bus here, and you'll see where we're getting ready to get off at, where the bus stop is. So in that conversation, we had a situation where I told her, I said, look, stop wasting your money, because she kept asking me like, how do you afford to come in with big, beautiful containers? How do you afford to, garden the way that you do? And I said, well, one of the problems is you use so much money for soil. If we're planting up, you guys see the containers that, that I've planted up over here. Some of her containers are bigger than that. So if you're planting up these big, huge containers and you're using anywhere from $150 to $350 in order to fill that up with soil, well, there's your plant budget right there. So I was telling her, I said, go in, you can come in and use pine bark nuggets at the bottom. You can use mulch at the bottom of your containers. People use plastic. It's so many different things that have been tried true. So, she was trying to negate what I was saying because, again, she want to be heralded as the best gardener in the group, honey. I'm like, hey, you can have the title, honey. I don't got nothing about that. Had a title. Took my recommendations. She reused her soil. She had an event in her house and everybody was like, oh, your containers are pretty. And actually, I think the fact that she reused her soil had to do with some of her success, because really, when we went over there, she at her event, Her containers were absolutely gorgeous, like the prettiest I've ever seen her containers. And I'm not just saying that because she took my advice. Like, they were pretty. She asked me like my recommendations on what I thought she should do as far as like plants. I'm like, okay, I will go with this, I will go with that. Because we actually went out, we went shopping, and I picked her plants for her. She came home, she planted everything. So about a week later, we go over there and her containers are like drizzling down. I'm like, girl, what's going on with your container? So I told her, I said, okay, let me do this. So I went in, looked at the soil. The soil was dry. And I inspected the base, went ahead, watered everything in real good, right? Came back over there. Containers was fluffed back up again. And as the season went on, like, her containers wasn't doing that well. So why, come to find out, why did she sabotage her containers in order to prove that she need to be changing out her soil? Because she did not want me to have that win when I was telling her, like, girl, stop wasting your money on soil. She just now brought it up, and we're literally just now finding out, because everybody in the friend group was like, well, I don't rechange my soil every year. I don't rechange my soil every year. I use pine nuggets in the bottom of my soil. I use plastic containers in the bottom of my soil. You see what I'm saying? So why is it that you're the only one not having success with your containers? Baby, we had to ask her, why is it that you're the only one that's not having success with your containers? But what ended up happening is she exposed what she did. Like, I just started neglecting the containers. I only wanted them to look good for that event. And we all was just kind of looking at her like, okay, but here we are, like, why you just not bringing that up now? And so the reason why she just not brought it up now was because she said, girl, as long as you are promoting ways to save money, you are less likely to get endorsements from fertilizer companies, soil companies, because they know that you're not going to push the product on the people how they need you to push the product, because you're telling them to save money. You're telling them to save money by not going in, taking that old soil and regenerating their pots with fresh soil. You're telling them, oh, it's not necessary. Then I just exposed that even if you have an infestation, you technically don't have to come in and replace the soil. Some like rosette, baby, soil's out of there, the container getting sterilized and things of that nature. It's not being composted. It is actually going to be like put in the trash, because rosettes, I've talked about that on my channel before, where you get this mite that go into your roses and it will infect your roses. And so therefore, something like that, then yes, is no coming back from that. Even though it sprays and stuff like that, with that, I just stick to the old advice. I just go ahead and I throw everything away. So what she said started to make sense. If I'm showing you guys ways to save money, then from a sponsorship standpoint, I don't benefit them, because the whole purpose of the sponsorship is for me to push their product. You see what I'm saying? And so I'm like, I wonder, what do you all think about that? Drop down in the comment section and let me know, what do you think about that? I have a few different things that I want to get done in today's video. The first thing is, we are going to make a run to the store, because I need to get some components for this container recipe that we're going to be planting up. It's going to be very, very easy for you to repeat, and I'm telling you, it's going to be gorgeous, and I can't wait till you guys see where it's going to be going. So drop down in the comment box and let me know what you think about that. Here are the impatiens that I'm looking for. So I like to get the New Guinea Impatiens. These are $2.98, so they're a very good deal. But I need an entire flat, so these kind of look rough. I really like to get them when they first put them out, because when they first put them out, then you can kind of find something that looks good. This is so pretty. I love this color right here. And the red looks beautiful. And then we have the white. The color I want to go with will be the white. But we are looking for entire flat. And actually, let me look at these, because these don't look half bad. You have a little bit of some damage to the leaves here just from the petals falling down and then them being watered from overhead. So like this right here easily comes off if you catch it early, but if it gets to the stage right here, you can kind of just probably just take off the whole. I would just take off the entire leaf because you see it's already like damaged. So that cleans up really, really easy. See? And so we'll get this entire flat. We're going to plant up this container right here. We are going to be using the same soil that was in here from the previous season. Now you can see that I do have some like small trees that's kind of like growing. That'll come out real easy. That's very easy to get out of here. But we're going to plant this beautiful container up, and it's going to be nice. It's going to be real pretty, and it's going to be real serene. So we'll rough this up really, really quick. And we are just going to take out, and we'll put it in this other container for right now, any roots to make sure we can get down in here. Yep. So it's workable. These sticks can come out, and actually we'll take this stick and kind of rough the soil up. Okay. Okay, here's a piece to that. Okay. So now, soil's good. Starter fertilizer. Slow release fertilizer. Now we're going to work this in and dig at the same time. This container, we did the Kimberly Fern, and then in the front, I draped the front with a New Guinea Impatient. And so I'm really loving this. I love to use the Kimberly Fern. This is going to be in partial shade. And so the New Guinea Impatiens are shade to part shade, and it's going to be beautiful. I'll make sure to go ahead and update you all. I'll wait for you all to see what they look like once they end up growing out. But I wanted something light and something soft and gentle to complement our hydrangea bush here on the side. And I'm absolutely loving this. It is absolutely beautiful. I just love it. Drop down in the comment box and let me know what you think about this arrangement.